This side table is the fourth and final piece in the Concrete and Wood Geometric Collection, a collaboration between Jen Woodhouse and the Created Home. We first introduced you to this geometric bookshelf, then this dining table, and then this coffee table. And now I'm very excited to share this side table. Like the coffee table, the side table features half-lap joinery to create what appears to be an intricate design that is not so complex to create as it might look. In fact, the construction of the side table looks a lot like how the coffee table is made, but let's take a quick look at that anyway. The base of the table is made from 2 3/4 inch lumber. I chose to use reclaimed wood, but it's up to you what you want to use and the look you want to go for. After milling, I cut the pieces to size, laid out where everything was going to go, and cut the miters. The base is simply 2 squares, well, rectangles really, interlocked. Once the miters are cut and the end grain is sealed, I cut the half laps. I went into this in some detail for the coffee table build, but let's repeat it here. The basis of a half lap cut is that you will need to cut halfway through both of the 2 pieces to be joined. I start by carefully marking out where each half lap will be. My preference is to cut these on the table saw with a dado stack. Check that the blade is set to precisely half the thickness of the lumber. Clamp the piece to be cut to your miter gauge, lining the blade up at the edge of the cut line. I like to use the clamp to hold the piece as it has the extra benefit of keeping my hands farther from the blade. Always a good thing. Run the first cut through the blade, stop the saw, and readjust for the next cut. Carefully sneak up on your line at the opposite side, taking a moment to fit the wood between cuts. The goal is to get the 2 pieces to fit together snugly. Next, you'll glue up the miter joints. Glue and clamp the pieces together, allowing each glued up joint to dry for a day or so before moving to the next step. I reinforced each of the glued up miter joints with dowels. Using a doweling jig, I drilled out 3/8 of an inch and fitted the holes with glue and pegs. These joints are strong, easy to form, and they look pretty great. Glue up all of the sides of one square and leave one side open on the other. You'll need to slip it through the finished square, and then you can attach the final piece with glue and clamps. After everything dries, add the dowels to that final section you glued in place. Then the base is ready for sanding and any finish you would like to add. I left these natural. I topped the table with concrete. Because so many of the pieces in this collection feature concrete tops, I'm going to cover how to make those in a separate tutorial. Done. A simple yet deceptively non-complex side table that is fun to build. If you would like to build one, head over to jenwoodhouse.com for the plans. You can also find a tutorial and tips on my website, www.thecreatedhome.com, to assist in that build process. I hope that you have enjoyed the pieces in this concrete and wood geometric collection. These have been so fun to make and share. Which is your favorite? Be sure to follow along on Facebook or Instagram to see more great projects, and of course, subscribe for more DIY videos.